Hey Avish, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Sid. Good to see you again.
And it's been a hectic week full of cricket, so let's get down to it, man. Yeah, it's interesting to see that the nice boys New Zealand have become World Test champions, and you would normally associate them with rugby. So your thoughts?
I think it's been a long time coming. I mean, we all know the controversy of that World Cup final. So finally they win one, and are well deserved as well. I think they were the better side in this Test match. To be honest with you, Sid, I think India's selections let them down quite badly in this Test match, and also the poor shot selection by some of those batsmen leaves a lot to be desired. But getting back to the Black Caps, I mean, that four-prong pace attack, I mean, Shane Warne was criticizing them for not playing a spinner. But I think Wani will be eating his words now, if you ask me, because that four-prong pace attack bowls superbly. That quartet of Saudi, Wagner, Bolt, and the man of the match, Jameson. I mean, what more can you say about him? I mean, he was amazing. I mean, his control, and he just kept that ball there and troubled the Indian batsman throughout. And look, I mean, looking at this Test match, it wasn't a high scoring affair. And for 2 days of this match to be washed out and still have a result I think, is a testament to the way the Black Caps bowl. I mean, I was looking at this Test match in the last day, and I was thinking, this is really going to end in a draw. I mean, there wasn't much happening. I mean, India was 65 for 2. They had a slender lead. And I thought India would probably bat majority of the day. But, I mean, the way the Black Caps came out and bowled with such intensity, especially Jameson, and, just curtailed any hope that India had of getting something in this Test match. And that was superb. And, and then 130, chasing it down quite comfortably in the end. The two experienced guys, Williamson and Taylor, and it was a fitting end for them, and thoroughly deserved to be to win this Test match and the championship, because I think over a period they've probably been the most consistent side.
That is true. Okay, I think if you're okay with that, we can get to the SA versus the West Indies. It's nice to actually see the Proteas win away from home. It's been a long time coming, and I think with Dean Elgar being captain, and from the articles I've been reading recently, he seems to be all team and not I. So I think that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, Dean's a straight shooter. Eh? I mean, what you see is what you get. And I think with Dean, what I've seen with him over the short period, especially in these 2 Test matches, he's got that old South African sort of style of play back. You're going back to the way the Proteas used to dominate Test matches. You want to call it boring cricket, but I mean, I don't mind you being boring in a Test match, to be honest with you. Grind out an opposition, and then let your pace attack get those 20 wickets, and I think that's the way that the Proteas need to play their cricket. Grind out teams with a bat, and get your bowlers to take those 20. I mean, essentially this is scoring hundreds and taking fivers, but that is what it all boils down to at the end. Making hundreds and making those hundreds by eating up deliveries and wearing down the opposition. And essentially, that what that does, it puts your bowlers in a good position to actually attack. And I was very impressed with the way, all our bowlers bowled. And, a quick mention to Keshav on that hat-trick in that second innings. That was unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, and full credit to Mulder for giving him that hat-trick. I mean, what a fantastic catch it was. Yeah. So Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
as a unit, I think the Proteas bowled superbly, and I was hearing Boucher after the second test, and he said that he felt his team wasn't really tested, and he's looking for challenges, well, he put it into those sort of words, and I could actually say that as well, because if you look at those two test matches, the Proteas weren't really tested,
I mean, they were
especially
tested
with
in
the ball.
parts in the second test match.
Yeah, I would say, as you say, tested in parts, especially in that second test match. As I said, the bowling was sensational in this test series, but in regards to the batting, I still think the batting needs a little bit of
work. Yeah,
it needs to take shape. It needs to take shape a bit, There were a few newcomers, the likes of Peterson and Verena. But I mean, we all know why Verena came into the test series squad, because I mean, Bavuma wasn't fit. And I would think, in a way, though those two players could have grabbed the opportunities more than they did. But I mean, I wouldn't want to judge them too harshly, because I mean, it was two test matches, and I don't want to say this, but I'm thinking that the bowlers like paper over some of those cracks in terms of the batting, because the bowlers were so amazing, and
then you have to be fair. Those pitches were not really batsman friendly.
I guess so, but it's still very important, going forward. I mean, let's face it. I mean, there's going to be tougher challenges for the side going forward.
Of course.
In this year and next year as well. So I think essentially you got to get you got to get your batsmen scoring more prolifically, and I would hope that pitches, especially at home, would be a little bit more batsman friendly in a way where it would make for run scoring as well, and also give the bowlers something in it, if they bend their back. So very, very impressive performance from Proteas in the series. I think they needed this victory, because I mean, this team obviously have had a tough year, and it's a sign of things to come. So I mean, I like the way Dean is captaining this test team. He's bringing that aggressive approach back, which is very, very important in terms of how the Proteas want to win test matches. And as I said, he holds nothing back as a captain, and he's got complete faith in his bowlers. And I think this should be the Proteas attack going forward. I mean, the three-pronged pace attack, and then you've got the all-rounded Mulder that can chip in with overs as well. And you've got Keshav as the frontline spinner. So I think this is quite a balanced attack. We require.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let's get to the T20 series. It is starting today. Your thoughts?
Yeah, look, totally new setup. I mean, we're gonna face a team that's really, there's gonna be so many changes to this West Indies side. I mean, we all know what the Windies bring to the party in T20s. So this is going to be an exciting series. I mean, look, I had a look at this Windies side, and there's going to be the usual suspects there. I mean, the likes of Gale, the likes of Pollard. You've got DJ Bravo there as well. You've got Puran. So look, this side is filled with the firepower in terms of the batting. I mean, and Fletcher as well. I mean, Fletcher is making a return as well. So this side is flooded with batting, and we know what they're capable of in T20 cricket. And having said that, I think I don't think the Proteas should be phased at all, because I think this is. I mean, for a very long time, this is the one occasion in the series where the Proteas are going to be playing almost their full strength side, and I would think their full strength side, they're going to have, I mean, majority of their players back, and especially in the fast bowling department as well. So yeah, it's going to be it's going to be an interesting encounter. Hey, I expect the Windies to give a much better showing than they did in the Test match. They're much more formidable T20 side. Yeah. I mean, so yeah, I mean, those are my thoughts. I think Bavuma can rest assured that he's going to get the best possible and strongest squad available to him for the Proteas to win this opening game, and not just the opening game, but to win the series as well. So yeah, this is a very important series for both sides, and I would think the Proteas would want to get the scalp as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised that when I look at the West Indies squad, they don't have that bowler that actually does that whole salute thing. I forgot his name now. Yes.
Cottrell.
Yes.
Yeah. It's probably missing by injury, but I mean, you know what they do have, what they do have, and I think we just got to be wary of that, is they do have that firepower, where, I mean, no matter what, when you're playing the Windies, I mean, they're really unpredictable outfit. They're a difficult side to actually play against and actually prepare against as well, because you never know what you're going to get on the day. You know, you might get a Windies side that's not going to pitch up, and then when you get a Windies side that does pitch up, you can be rest assured. I mean, they can win the game at a canter. So I mean, if you look at the Test rank, if you look at the T20 rankings at the moment, the Windies are lying in 10th, and then you got the Proteas in 6th position. So you're playing against a side that's ranked below you, but you also got to be wary. You're playing against a side that has match winners. You've got match winners in that side. I mean, when you're talking about a World Cup environment as well, you want a World Cup. You want a team that's going to get you match winners, and I think the Windies do have that in abundance. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting encounter. Hey, it's going to be an interesting encounter.
Yeah, I was looking at our squad here. We got the David Millers here. We have the Mulder, and then there's also the Bjorn. I'm trying to see his names. Reza, then there's yes. Okay, all right. So we're back on again. Yeah, you were mentioning about Fortain, and then there's Yeah, there's Magala, and then there's Yanaman.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, what batting lineup the Proteas go with. Um, I would think they'd probably give Markram another go up the order, because I mean he performed well against Pakistan, and we've got Riza back as well, so it's going to be a bit difficult to juggle all those players into it. But yeah, I mean I would think, especially having those fast bowlers back in the likes of Nokia and Rabada is going to be really, really important, because I mean that would give us wicket taking options, because I think that's what we lacked, especially in that Pakistan series at home. We lacked those experienced bowlers. But a quick mention to Lazard Williams as well. I think he deserves his spot in this team. I think he bowled quite superbly in that series. A young player coming into the setup, and when you're talking about young players taking the opportunities, I think he took his opportunity there. Yeah, so he actually deserves a spot in the side. And yeah, I think I expect Linda to come back in as a spinner, and you've got Killer Miller there as well. So very, very exciting sort of batting lineup.
Then you also got Shamsi. So I think we got enough talent there in that squad. I just think it's more about us putting it together. And then, what's your prediction, score-wise?
Yeah, I mean, look, Sid, to be honest with you, I think there's going to be a lot of rotation in the series. You're going to give players a chance. There's going to be an opportunity for players. So I think the Proteas, I think they want to get the ball running. They want to try and win those first couple of matches. So that in turn would give them an opportunity to rotate. Because I mean, if I had put it in this context, if the Proteas actually were 3-0 up in the series with 2 games to go, they would definitely have a rotation policy there and give those youngsters a chance as well. So I mean, look, the Windies are a difficult prospect in T20s. I mean, let's take away what they offered in the Test matches, because I mean, let's be honest, that was quite a mediocre performance in both, especially with the bat. But you can expect the Windies to be a little bit competitive, yeah, much more competitive, especially with the bat.
I'll be very surprised if they weren't. I wouldn't be surprised if they probably nicked the series 3-2, but at the South African, I probably shouldn't be saying that, but I have a feeling they could do that.
Look, it's going to be a close one, hey? It's going to be a close one.
Yeah.
I expect the Proteas to come out triumphs, but I would say by the odd game. So just by your prediction, I would say 3-2 to the Proteas in the series.
Okay.
And I tipped the Proteas to win this opening game as well, but it's going to be a very slim margin. And I mean, that's the nature of T20 cricket. I mean, it doesn't matter how you win it. I mean, whether you win it by 1 wicket or 1 run, it doesn't matter as long as you get over the line. So yeah, it's exciting entertainment, to look forward to. So yeah, I expect the Proteas to nick this first one and nick the series 3-2. But I mean, it's not going to be easy against this windy side, by no means.
Yeah. Okay, the final segment, England and Sri Lanka. England have won the series so far 2-0. I think they are playing again today. So your thoughts?
Yeah, disappointing from Sri Lanka, eh? Disappointing. I mean, I watched a bit of it. I mean, I didn't watch too much. But Sri Lanka seems like a very young side at the moment that they brought to England. So they're trying to find a few things, trying to find those match winners. And I think today is probably a good opportunity for them to win one, because I mean the series is done and dusted. So it'd be nice if they win this last one. But I think their batting has been a bit of a concern. Hey, they haven't been able to get those totals on the board. And I think 111 and 130 against the T20 finalists, England, and probably one of the favorites for this tournament. I think it's quite meek, from Sri Lanka. It's just not good enough. So You know, I don't want to be too hard on them. They, as I say, they're quite a young side, and England have been quite professional. Let's be honest, they've been professional in these two T20s but with the bat and with the ball, and they've probably strangled Sri Lanka to the extent where they couldn't get back in the game as well.
Yeah, man. Okay, I guess that's pretty much a wrap. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks. Chat to you soon. Cheers.